This is a brand new 2019 Kawasaki Z400. Very similar to a Ninja. If you follow my channel, you know that I normally just buy the oldest of the old motorbikes as cheap as I can possibly scratch them up for and then bring them back to life, romp them around and have a good time. This time we got a brand new one and we're going to do a review on it. And there she is, the Z400 motorbike. Maroon in color. I would have much rather preferred lime green. I think they're a lot cooler looking. But you don't get a choice when it comes to price. I go with whatever's cheapest, the best deal I can get. Now fast forward 3 months and 2,273 miles. This is what the Z400 looks like now after I've done a few different modifications. We'll talk about all that after I get on this thing and we take it for a ride. We are now on the wide open road on my wicked little Z400. Basically, I said it was a Ninja. It's a naked Ninja is what they call it because it doesn't have all the shrouding and stuff on it. So that's why they call it that. I did mods and I said I would talk about that. I'm going to tell you the mods I did, but first, while we're on this ride, I want to tell you why I did them. Then when we get back, I'll show them to you and explain, what I did there. The first thing, and I got to bring this to everybody's attention right off, the seat, and if you've watched other reviews, is horrible. Horrible. The reason why is because it's not only like a board, not only that, but it's slanted. It's slanted. So you're always like you're like on one of those slides, on middle school, those little metal slides, you're always sliding like that. Well, guess what you're running into? Straight into a metal gas tank. It's like a wall. It's standing straight up. So you're going down this slide, you're going down a slide like this, bam, bam, bam. Every time you stop, you're sliding forward. Neighbors looking at me like I'm crazy. So, that is uncomfortable. Can be very uncomfortable. I can tell you that. Especially for a male human species. I don't want to sugarcoat this deal with the seat. It sucks. I want everybody to know that. It sucks. Now, the handlebars next. This bike, because it's a naked version of the Ninja, is supposed to be a standard riding position. Standard riding position is upright, nice like this, standard riding position. This is not, in my opinion, a standard riding position. The handlebars were nearly straight. I think they had 1 inch of rise to them, and that is not a standard position in my opinion, because I was leaned forward when I first got this bike. I'm leaned forward, again, the slide gas tank deal, and then I'm leaned forward. And what's holding me back from damage to my male parts was my wrists on those straight handlebars. So it's like you're pressing the brakes and then you're killing your wrists. So I modified the handlebars. So I modified the handlebars and the seat. And I think, but here's what I want to say about it. Some people it may fit fine. I don't know. If you're a younger dude, it may just be perfectly fine for you. I don't know. But what I'm going to say now is this. I think every motorcycle you buy, modern motorcycle, you're going to have to do adjustments to the seat and handlebars. Look, let's gouge it up this hill here. Woo! She will roll. I love this thing. I'm going to tell you that right now, too. I love this motorcycle. And it got much better after I did a couple of the modifications to it that I was telling you about. I also added some side bags to it, the brackets and the side bags. I'm not very happy with that situation, so I'm not really excited about that. I'll show you guys just because you'll be curious about it, but I'm not thrilled about that. Look here, here's a stop sign, right? Okay, I'm 5'7". Let's go over that. I'm 5'7". The balls of my feet touch the ground. I thought I have like a 30-inch inseam, and everybody says they can flat foot it. I can almost, you know what I mean? So it's not real tall, but it's a little bit tall, but it's so light, it's like holding up a bicycle. Look, a tractor. I'll go slow, and then after we get past this tractor, look. See, we're in Kentucky. I'm gonna wave this guy, and he'll wave back to me. Watch. What up, hoss? Rude old man, stupid old farmer, rude guy. I hate that. Why you gotta be rude? Wave if I wave to you. Now, anyways, I really don't care. But anyhow, where was I? Hey, I'm here at a stop sign. I lost my train of thought. I have no clue what I was even talking about, that farmer. Some of these old farmers are grouchy, you know, and it just frustrates me. Some are nice, you know, they're not all grouchy. Some of these old guys, they just stare at you like, who you waving at? What you waving for? I mean, you know, hey, dude, I'm just, trying to be nice to you. Can you try and be nice to me? Can you try and be nice to this Benny while I'm doing a review on my Z400? I mean, come on. This bike, this little motorcycle is powerful and fast for what it is, a 400. What this thing does, it's awesome. This thing is so balanced, so sweet. I mean, you know, it's awesome. I don't know what the little wheel wobble is, getting a few miles. Anyways, it's awesome. Those are my two biggest complaints about the bike. Really, my only complaints was the seat and the handlebar position. I don't know what else to complain about. Okay. The clutch. If you do gouge it, let's see if I can get to a spot where I can show you guys what it does. It's got a slipper clutch. People don't understand. They think the slipper clutch is so it slips. It's not supposed to slip, but it does. But it's not supposed to. That's not the point of a slipper clutch. Here's the point of the slipper clutch. Look, I'm going to slow down. Wham, 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 wham. And it won't rev up too high as you keep cramming down through the gears. It won't. There's not got a whole big nasty bunch of engine braking. That's what a slipper clutch does. Look at these nice roads we're on. See, look here, nice and curvy. Hey, I'll lean her over, give her some gas. Anyways, the clutch, when you go through the gears, if you're at higher RPMs, like you run her up 10 or 12,000 RPM and you're switching through the gears, sometimes you can feel that it does slip a little bit. It's a little soft. You know, I like the clutch to just engage, not snap my neck, but go on and pull, don't slip. So let me see, here's a spot. Here we go, dead stop. Oh, the brakes are awesome. I mean, it'll throw you off here, look. All right, so here's first, let's start off. See, and that's another thing, I wonder. If it's gotten better, maybe the clutch just need to be broke in because it doesn't seem to slip as bad as it did when I first got it. And now it doesn't, so I don't know what the dealio is there. You will not find a more fun motorcycle to ride than this one right here. I don't believe it. But, I'm talking about a commuter. This is a commuter. On longer trips, I desire more power, more fluffy suspension. So I'm looking at a Z400 RS. Kawasaki is the only way to go in this man's opinion. I've rode other motorbikes. There's nothing like a Cowie. Reason for that, fit and finish, man. These things are awesome. It's good quality. This is good quality motorbike right here. Hey, listen, I bought a Harley Davidson. I kept it 12 days and sold it. Do not buy a Harley Davidson. I'm sorry if you're a Harley guy, no offense. But good grief, what do you see in those things? Whew! I don't know about no Harley. Look at there. Ah, nice tight turn. There we go. Now let's see what she'll do. I don't know how fast it goes because I got my little Hi Mom sticker on here so I can't see the speed. I'm sure I'm under the speed limit. That's the best way not to speed, is to get your Hi Mom sticker on there, and then you're not speeding. Just like that. Look how nice it is out here today, guys. Look at this countryside. Hey, Kentucky countryside. You like? I do. I'll tell you what, this motorcycle, and I don't know it for a fact, but it'll go 100 miles an hour pretty quick and easy. How do I know that? I can't. I'm guessing by different videos or specs, maybe. I'm guessing. she'll climb on up to 100 pretty quick. I mean, for touring around on a bike like this, the problem, like I say, is it's light, and it's you know, when you're touring, you might want a little bigger, heavier kind of deal. That's why I'm looking at that Z400 RS. On the interstate, this thing, it does fine on the interstate. It's just a little light for the interstate if you're doing a lot of it. If you're not doing a lot of it, just a little bit of interstate, it's cool. It gets nearly 60 miles to a gallon. I've been getting, the last trip I went on, it was like a 200-mile trip, nearly a full tank of gas. I got 60 miles to a gallon. 59, I'm exaggerating, it was 59 exactly. And it keeps up with that stuff on your little gauge here. I'm not getting into showing you all that kind of stuff, because if you guys are watching this, you've already seen videos on these, and they go all through the little doodad stuff these things do. I'm just giving you a real life, I love my motorbike kind of thing here. Would I recommend this motorcycle? I would recommend it to anybody. Just like all the other reviews, it says, is this a beginner bike? Is it an experienced bike? Yes, it's for both. You can be a beginner, or you can be an experienced rider and still have fun on this thing. Here's my deal. I'm keeping this thing for a commuter. I'm keeping it so I can run back and forth to town, to work. You know, man, I work like crazy. I work like a dog, working all the time and just wearing me out. I need to. Anyways, I mean, it's necessary evil, I guess, or not. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm gonna keep it for work, for running to town, to go to eat and get items. I don't know. I'd rather ride a motorcycle than a caged vehicle, that's for sure. And if I get a 900, I will do more touring with that. But meanwhile, I'll use this one for touring, camping, or there. Clutch just slipped a little bit. See, I don't like that, but it did do it. It's not bad, guys. And do you have to be an idiot and just cram through all the gears every time you ride it? You don't have to, so it's not that bad. Power to weight ratio, let's talk about that. That's what this thing's got going for it, and I think all Cowies got going for them. Power to weight ratio. I mean, you got wicked power for the weight of this thing, and it's too much fun. I could ride this all day. I probably said that. I love riding this motorbike. Now for the breeze, the wind, everybody talks about that. I don't know why, but on this motorcycle, I can't explain it. Maybe somebody can, but I can't. It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. The wind coming at me, it just doesn't bother me much. I don't know. It's got a little tiny shield there. I don't know if that helps, but the wind really doesn't bother me much. I mean, you're on a motorcycle. Do you have to block every little bit of wind off of you? If you have to, guess what? Ride in a caged vehicle. That's what I say. Ride in a caged vehicle. Let's see. I can't get off. Let's turn left instead of going home. I can't get off of it. It's awesome. She's cool. Now, let's turn right here. Ooh. Oh, ABS just kicked in. That's another thing. It's got ABS. Why not take advantage of ABS, man? If you can get a motorcycle with it on it, get it. Why the heck wouldn't you? And that's the reason I bought this newer motorbike, by the way, for my subs. Fellas, I'm into old bikes. I like them, but this thing is fuel injected. I am a mechanic by trade, and you cannot beat fuel injection, in my opinion. You don't have to fool with them carburetors and floats and etc., etc. Not that I mind doing all that, but if you want to hop on a bike, hit the button and go, you need fuel injection. So how does it do? Oh, whoop, a little wheelie. How does it do on a wide open road? Well, see for yourself. She's a screaming demon, man. It will scare you, buddy. Make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. That's what I like. If a motorbike won't scare you, why ride it? Harley, folks. Oh, whoops. My bad, dudes. Hey, listen. The Harley Davidson deal, I'm sorry. I'm not putting along. I'm not putting on that thing, man. No. I'm gonna be screaming. Look at, we are flying right now. I know how fast we're going. 55 miles an hour. We're at 55 miles an hour. And it feels like 100. Oh, all right. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's good. It's good. It's all good. All right. This is going to be it for the moto vlog. You'll see me in just a second back in the shop. So here we go. I'll show you my mods. First, the seat, of course. And what I'll have to do is take my little seat cover off. That's a sheepskin seat cover. I would have this on any motorcycle I rode for a long distance because, especially down here in the dirty South, because it gets so hot, this is a lifesaver. It's like air will travel underneath you. It's like riding on a cloud. And at every gas station you go to, you'll get attention because they will laugh and make fun of you. Little do they know, you can go hundreds of miles in comfort by putting this nice little sheepskin on your seat. And I'll show you how I did that. This is just a square piece of authentic New Zealand sheepskin that you get for like a kitchen chair. I got it from Home Depot online. And I put a snap here and a snap on the other side. And then there's a hole here because this piece right here will fit down through it, or the back seat would fit down through that to hold it in place. And up here, I still haven't finished it yet. I'm wanting to put a magnet here and sew a piece of fabric over the magnet so it doesn't scratch my tank, but it'll click on there and hold it in place so I can stand up and let the air blow through. Right now, you stand up and it blows that back, so I'll get that fixed up. But I'll show you. Let me take it off and show you what it looks like. You can see I have a strap on each side like I was showing you, and the hole right there like I showed you, and that holds it in place. But what's underneath this is more important, and that is a Corbin Seat. This Corbin Seat was very expensive, but what it does is it helps to take that angle out. The original seat's angled, like I told you, like that. And see, this tank is vertical. So this takes some of that out, not a whole lot, but some. But the seat, I don't know, it does help quite a bit with a couple different things. I bought this seat and I wasn't really that impressed. It's real hard, feels real hard, and it helped a little bit on the angle of the seat, but not, it is not no super miracle seat. It's okay, but without the sheepskin on there, you would still slide forward quite a bit. But what it does do is, they say it takes 1,000 to 2,000 miles to break the seat in. What it does do is, it's supposed to take off the pressure points. It's supposed to somehow form to your butt so that it takes the pressure points, and I believe it's doing that. The reason why I say that is because it's hard when you ride it. It still feels hard after an hour riding or so, but my right arm would always go numb. My right hand would go completely numb. And the more I ride this seat, the more miles I put on it, the lot longer it takes for my arm to go numb, if it even goes numb. Last time I rode this thing, I rode it about 200 miles, 100 miles, and then a break, and then another 100 miles. And my arm and hand just barely did tingle. So I think it's working. The handlebars, everybody's different, so adjust them how you want them. What I chose to do was I got these risers. These are cool. Can you see? They push it forward plus upward. And that is awesome, perfect just for me. I'm just a short little guy, you know. So these handlebars moved it back closer to me and up. And then I put these bars on here. These are those Poog or whatever they're called. And they're a Series 2. So what that did was it raised them up 2 inches. So the bars are up basically with my risers 3 inches and 1 inch back. And that is just really perfect for me. The perfect seating position. I need to mention, when you move your handlebars like this, there are consequences. The cables will get tight when they're turned all the way one direction or the other. And in this case, I had to take this hydraulic line loose from its bracket right there. See, it's supposed to fit in there. And that's the only way I could get enough slack. I mean, it'll work, but it'll pull on them. and you don't want that. So it's free like this, and the cables are all free. All the wires are free, and I could not go any further with the bars if I wanted to. I don't need to, but I couldn't go any further because without replacing cables and stuff. There's another picture of my risers. Look, see that? These right here, those are cool. I really like them. If you're going to ride your bike a lot of miles, I think you need to make these little bit of adjustments to make them fit you better so you're more comfortable putting out a lot of miles on your bike. This little thing is just to hold my phone, plus it's got a charger on the side. There's a cable that comes out of it. Charges your phone while you're going down the road. It's good like for the GPS and stuff like that. I kind of like that little cheap addition to my motorbike. The Hepco Becker SIBO system, it's okay. I think for the price, I think they're overpriced. The stuff's high. Moto Machines didn't really, I'm not really all that thrilled with their service. Look at this, look. See that spot in that bag already? Look at that. What is that even from? I don't know. I don't even think I've had it off. I really think it might be from this. Look, it's destroying itself. When the wind hits it and it's smacking back there, isn't that silly? I'm not impressed with that. What I do like about the SIBO system is just that, the SIBO system. When you slide it in there, I'll take one off. Let me take one off. Well, let me show you this first. See, this is a rack I bought. Very expensive stuff. So you snap this off. Listen, the key. You see that? Let me show you. Zoom you in here. See how the key is? It fits tight against this SIBO system. You gotta wiggle, jiggle it around just exactly right to get it up there to turn the key to pop this rack off. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pop it off real quick. My little furry seat cover fits right there, that circle I was telling you about. And this fits on there just like the seat does. The back seat. You just take the back seat off and replace it with this. I like it, but too expensive. To get the bags off, you just, right there is a key. And I slip in there and turn off. It's pretty nice. And that's it, pops off. This is the best part about this whole deal right here. This, if you can get this bracket and this bracket set up here, you could mount this to ammo cases or any kind of bag you want. These bags are not the best quality for the enormous amount of cash you pay for them. And then you got to deal with Moto Machines if you're in the United States, and I don't recommend that at all. What do I got this heat shield for on here? Look at that nice heat shield. See that? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's because of the heat on the muffler. The reason why, you can even feel it. Right now it's still warm, but when I first got these bags, I put them on, and they're like nearly touching the muffler. I think they were touching the muffler right there. These new bags. So I'm like, what the heck? What should I do? And I thought I'd get them where I just snap them on here and mount it on there. So what I didn't know, and I was not told, is that you can get risers right here. So you got to buy the bags, and then you got to buy risers to make it fit. And I'm like, why didn't you guys recommend I buy these stupid brackets so that I could raise it up and not burn my bags up? And they said, well, we don't know what bags will fit what motorcycles and how they'll fit. And I was, you know, stuff like that is frustrating to me. And that's why I put the shield on here. And still, I'm glad I have the shield on. In my opinion, it still would have been too close to the muffler. I know it looks pretty good now, but that's because I actually bent this bracket up a little bit. And you're not supposed to do that either. And I got these because they're supposed to be waterproof. See, you open it up, it rolls out, and these inner bags are waterproof. It's a good idea or whatever, but like I say, the quality, I mean, for as much money, I am telling you, I think I'm sick and sorry to say, I got probably $1,000 in this, stuff, and that's too much. That's it for my review of this little Z400. If somebody would come up with a seat that was flat for this motorcycle or even tilted in the front just a little bit, I believe they could get rich. Everybody would buy one. And a little bit more padding. And keep in mind, I'm getting older, so you young guys, it might not bother you one single bit. Thanks for watching and listening to my opinion on this bike. I absolutely love this thing. I'm in between projects right now. I don't know what I'll do next. Who knows what the next video will be. It might be a camping video, I hope, on this motorbike. Till then, ride safe, guys. We'll see you next time.